and welcome to Music Today. I'm your host, Jessica Markowski. On today's show, we will cover all this week's chart toppers, who's dropping what this week, some hot goss, and some big concert announcements. Joining us are my beautiful co-host, DJ Bowie Chain, direct from Hollywood, Lauren Menargi, and Zoe Shenton, live from the UK. So, enjoy the show. Hi Bowie, welcome to Music Today. I'm just checking in on the charts this week. Who's on the top of the charts?
Well, the charts have moved around so much, I can't believe it. There's a whole lot of new artists in there, which is exciting. But number one in the US, the Billboard charts is, I'm going to have to check this, Bodak Yellow by Cardi B, followed by Rockstar Post Malone. Now, Rockstar Post Malone is number one in the UK at the moment, so that's really cool. But the most interesting release, I think, this week is Rita Ora and Avicii. Now, the reason that's interesting is because I personally never would have thought those two would do a duo together. So it's a pretty good song. It sounds a bit like everything else out there, but yeah, interesting to see.
And what can we expect to be charting this week?
Well, interestingly, Thunder by Imagine Dragons, it's currently sitting at number 7 in the charts. Last week it was number 17, so it's jumped 10 spots, and it's been in the charts for 23 weeks, so it's pretty unusual to have a big jump like that when it's been on the charts for so long. So keep an eye on that track as it rises maybe to the top, I don't know. The other one's Sorry Not Sorry by Demi Lovato. That's been getting a stack of airplay, so I think that will continue to creep up slowly by slowly. I noticed Praying by Kesha's starting to drop out, so that's had a pretty good run and been in the charts for a long time. But yeah, they're definitely the songs to keep an eye out on.
Zoe, welcome to the show. Can you fill us in on who's dropping albums this week and what we should be looking out for?
Hi Jessica, I can indeed, because it is a really, really fantastic week for music this week. First up, we've got One Direction star Niall Horan releasing his debut solo record called Flicker. Obviously, we've heard some of the tracks already, but there's lots more to come. It's a really personal album that he's co-written, and it has that nice, easy listening, like Southern California rock vibe. So that's definitely one of my favourites. Another one is Pink's album, Beautiful Trauma. This is her 7th studio album, unbelievably, and it's just as good as the rest. It's a really great mix of upbeat tracks and more mellow stuff, so that's one to listen out for. Then we've also got Jessie Ware and Beck, both releasing albums, so it's a nice mix this week.
Okay, let's check out what's going on today in the world of music news and all the gossip from the US, the UK, and Europe. Hi Lauren, welcome to Music Today. Let's just get into some of this week's hot goss. I know Ariana Grande, Miley, Pink, Katy Perry are all in the news. What can you tell us about these pop divas this week?
Yes, Jessica, they definitely are in the news, as they usually are since they're such huge stars. Katy Perry has been in the news because she just helped one of her fans propose to her girlfriend on National Coming Out Day. And Miley Cyrus just performed to the Vegas victims, which was so heartfelt and amazing. She's also going to be doing Saturday Night Live next month. She'll be performing. Ariana Grande has been PDAing it up with her boyfriend Mac Miller on Instagram, and she also just celebrated her grandmother's birthday, which is so cool. And Pink just announced to the world that she was not saying never say never to questions of her sexuality. So interesting.
Zoe, we understand Demi Lovato has a new documentary coming out this week. What can you tell us about the documentary and what can we expect?
Okay, so Demi's Simply Complicated is being released this week exclusively on YouTube. And as she described it, it's going to be a real intimate, candid look at her life behind closed doors. So things like her struggles with fame, her struggles with addiction also. I mean, at one point in the trailer, it gets very real when she basically says she was on a bender for 2 months straight. And there's going to be loads of people who are close to her talking, saying things like, she was a nightmare to work with, she was almost suicidal. So this is really for the fans who think that perhaps being a pop star is all glitz and glamour, but actually, behind closed doors, it's not. So definitely worth the watch if you're a Demi Lovato fan.
Lauren, so we hear Taylor Swift has just announced that she'll perform 2 big end-year events. Can you tell us anything regarding dates, location, and where these concerts maybe will be?
Yes, so everyone knows that Taylor is coming out with a new album called Reputation, and it's set to release on November 10th. She's going to be performing in 2 locations, huge events for Kiss FM's Jingle Ball concerts. The first one is going to be December 10th in Los Angeles, and the second one's going to be December 8th in New York City.
That's it for Music Today. Stay tuned for our next show. It's short, sharp, and straight to the point regarding all things music. I'm Jessica Markowski, and see you again next week.